Hello everyone, welcome again. Let's start with the remaining topic of viroids. In the last video, I had already talked about the um, characteristic features of the viroids, what are basically viroids, what is the differences between viruses and viroids, and what are the families of viroids. So in this video I am going to talk about the replication mechanism of viroids. I had already talked about the different families of viroids, in which I included different families, that is Pospoviridoi, Alcinoviridei, and coliviroids, hostoviroids. But all these families are not as much important, as much necessary. We can focus only two families, that is Pospiviroid and Alcinoviroid. These two families are very important families of viroids. So as I already talk about what are the viroids, they are just the infectious particle which cause infections or which cause diseases in mostly plants. They are not as much harmful for the human or animal, but they are very harmful or very dangerous for the plant. So in this video I'm going to tell about the replication mechanism, which is the main focus of this video, and the method by which these viroids replicate. This is the rolling mechanism. So rolling mechanism is very important for the viroids replication. So in this video I will tell you about the whole process of rolling mechanism in two families, that is Pospiviroidae and Alcinoviroidae. So let's start with the topic. So here you can see, as I already tell you, Pospiviridea and Alcinoviroid, that Pospiviridea is a family which gives a secondary structure that is rod-like, and Alcinoviridea family, it gives a quasi-rod-like secondary structure. So the main mechanism is that basically these families not directly infect the nucleus, because in the nucleus there are different we can say nuclease enzymes are present. So what happened in Pospiviridae family, these viroids get inserted inside the nucleus, and in the Alcinoviroid, these viroids get inserted into the chloroplast organelle of the plant. Here you can see in this diagram that this is a plant structure, plant cell wall, and these are the plasmodesmata which provide connection between different neighboring cells, and this is the viroids. Here I am going to give you an explanation of viroids infection. So firstly, viroids enter inside the plant cell through this plasmodesmata. What happened inside the plant cell? There is a nucleus and there is a chloroplast. So these two families are differentiated according to these infectious first organelle. So here viroids when infect nucleus, then then we can say that it belongs to the Pospiviridae family, and if it infects the chloroplast, then we can say that it belongs to Alcinoviroidae family. So don't get much confused. I'm just here tell you that these two particles, that these viroids infect different organelles in the plant cell. So one can be nucleus or one can be chloroplast. They do not directly infect these plant cell as such, because there is a nuclease enzyme present. That's why they firstly insert into the nucleus and then produce many copies using host RNA polymerase, and then produce different circular RNA, and then comes out from the plant cell and infect another plant cell. So this is whole process. If it infect chloroplast, then firstly viroids goes inside the chloroplast in Alcinoviroidae family, and then it replicate here and form different copies, number of copies, and then comes out from the plant cell and then infected another plant cell. So again come back in different families. These are the mechanism. Okay, so I am telling you about the rolling mechanism. What that is the replication mechanism. So firstly, for viroids, they have only single stranded circular RNA as their genetic material. Okay, so this genetic material is represented by the positive strand. Here you can see symmetric or asymmetric rolling mechanism. These two different types of symmetric or asymmetric. Symmetric is present in Alcinoviroidae family, and asymmetric is present in Pospiviridae family. The main difference between these two mechanism is that In the asymmetric rolling mechanism, they have ribozyme. Ribozyme is an enzyme which act as a autocatalyst, or it have the property to cleave the DNA by itself. And asymmetric rolling mechanism do not have any ribozyme. So this is the main difference between these two families, or we can say between these two different mechanisms. So in the symmetric replication mechanism, what happens here, you can see this is a positive strand, that is circular rRNA strand, and it is the genetic material of viroids. Then it firstly goes inside the chloroplast of plant cell, this viroids, with this positive strand which is infectious, and it goes inside the chloroplast. And what happened there? In the chloroplast, this positive strand act as a template, because for replication there is a requirement of a template. So this positive strand of RNA of viroids is an infectious viroid and act as a template for the replication of their new strand. So now what happened? Now strand is formed, but the thing which is very important, that this new strand is a different strand type, that is negative type. So new strand is formed that is a negative type by using RNA polymerase of host, because in the viroids there is no polymerase, there is no enzyme, because viroids are non-coding infectious particle. They do not code for any protein. That's why they do not code for any enzyme, because enzyme are what? Enzymes are basically the protein. So they do not have any RNA polymerase. So they use RNA polymerase of host and make another copy after replication that is of negative type. So here outer side circle is positive strand, and after replication it forms a new strand that is negative type. And in Acinoviroidae family, symmetric replication occur, and that is in the chloroplast infection. Now what happened? This new strand then gets converted into linear form, or we can say multimeric strand, negative linear strand, or we can say concentameric linear negative strand. Okay, after that ribozyme comes into act. Ribozyme cut them into short fragments. Here you can see short fragments short fragments are due to ribozyme activity. These are also negative in nature. So after this is the first rolling circle event, because in this first rolling circle event, all these linear RNA gets converted into smaller fragments. What happened next? There is a self ligation. The ends of these short fragments become a circle and ligate using the host ligase enzyme, and all these now again make a new copy after replication that is of positive strand. Here outer strand is negative type. Using host ligation and RNA polymerase, they again form a new replicative copy that is positive strand, which is a new synthesis. In the first case, from the positive, negative strand is formed, and in the second rolling case, from the negative strand, positive strand is formed. After that, these positive strand again gets converted into the linear form, that is linear positive strand, and again ribozyme comes into act, and it autoclave these linear positive strand into small fragments by using host ligase, because it does not code for any protein and it does not have any any enzyme or any ligase type, RNA polymerase type enzyme. So they use host ligase and ribozyme. They have ribozyme, that's why they cleave them into short fragments again, and these short fragments again using host ligase gets converted into circular form, because ends of these short fragments joined by itself, joined by a host ligase activity, and now they form positive strand. There are many positive copies of viroids. So starting with the one copy, in the end we get multiple copies. So this is the method of replication in the symmetric we can say symmetric rolling mechanism. And what happens in the asymmetric rolling mechanism? In the asymmetric rolling mechanism, it is just the same as the symmetric rolling mechanism, but major difference is that it don't have any ribozyme. So here you can see it start with same positive strand, which is infectious particle. It goes inside the nucleus because it asymmetric rolling mechanism present in the Pospiviridae family, which does not code for any ribozyme. They do not have ribozyme, so they do not show any catalytic activity by itself. And positive strand again act as a template and form a new negative strand. This negative strand now again gets converted into linear form, concatenameric linear form, or we can say multi-meric linear form. And then by using host RNA polymerase 2, these fragments now gets converted into positive strand. They are negative, but after using RNA polymerase 2 of host, they gets converted into positive strand. There is no autocatalytic activity by ribozyme because there is no ribozyme present. After using host RNAs also act as a cleaving section, which cleaves these linear fragments into smaller fragments, and these are positive copy because this positive strand gets converted. This positive strand gets fragmented into short fragments with the help of host RNAs. So these again make positive copies, and after using host ligation they form new positive copy of viroids. So there are number of copies which are positive strands. So starting with the positive copy and ending with the positive copy, but only one rolling mechanism is follow here. And in the symmetric rolling mechanism, there are two events of rolling mechanism, from positive to negative and again negative to positive. So this is the main method. Here ribozyme act and here ribozyme not act. Here viroids firstly infects nucleus, and here viroids firstly infects chloroplast. So this is the main motto of replication and making multiple copies of viroids with this rolling mechanism. I hope you will get benefit from these videos, because rolling mechanism is a different type of mechanism which is happening in these viroids, and I think it's easy to understand if you will try. So I hope you will take a benefit from these videos. Thank you, friends.